for Standard 4th, lesson number 10, Baji Prabhu and the memorable Battle of Godkhen. Shivaji conquers Panala. Adil Shah gets angry. Bijapur was still mourning the death of Afzal Khan and the complete rout of his army. Shivaji captured Panala fort from Bijapur. This threw Adil Shah into a fit wild rage. He could not either eat or sleep. He dispatched another Sardar, Siddhi Johar, against Shivaji. Siddhi Johar had a huge army with him. Faisal Khan, who wanted to take a revenge of his father's death, also accompanied him. Who captured the Panala fort? Shivaji captured the Panala fort. Name the Sardar army force sent by Adil Shah. Siddhi Johar Sardar army force was sent by Adil Shah. Siege of Panalgarh. Siddhi Johar was a brave but ruthless. He was a strict discipliner. He laid siege to Panalgarh and confined Shivaji within the fort. The rainy season was approaching, and Shivaji thought that once the rain comes, Siddhi Johar could lift the siege. But Siddhi Johar did not do so. With the arrival of monsoon, he further tied a siege. Supplies in the fort were running out. Shivaji was in a fix. He could not force Siddhi Johar to leave the siege by an open battle. He decided to deceive Siddhi Johar by a clever ruse. He sent a message to Siddhi Johar to the effect that he could shortly surrender the fort. Siddhi was happy. Siddhi's troops were already tired of long siege. They were very pleased to hear that Shivaji agreed to surrender. They relaxed, they watched and include in food, drink and music. Where did Siddhi Johar laid his siege? Siddhi Johar laid his siege at Panalgarh. What was the message sent to Siddhi Johar by Shivaji? That he could shortly surrender the fort. Shivaji escaped from the siege. A plan was hit upon to escape from the siege. The two palanquins were kept ready. One was meant for Shivaji, in which he could proceed using a difficult route. The other could be occupied by the other person disguised as Shivaji. This palanquin was to leave by Rajgati. The other palanquin could be easily spotted by the enemy force, and it could be captured by them. The enemy celebrated the capture of Shivaji. The real Shivaji could escape by a difficult route. This was a plan. For this, a brave youth undertook this task. He reassembled Shivaji in his looks. His name was Shiv Kashi. He was a hairdresser in Shivaji's service. He was courageous and sure. How many palanquins were kept ready? The two palanquins were kept ready. Who reassembled in Shivaji's look? Shiv Kashi reassemble in Shivaji's look. The panel king carrying Shiv Kashi came out of Rajgati. It was a dark night and it was raining heavily. Some enemy soldiers were keeping watch. They captured Panel King. They thought that they have captured Shivaji themselves and took the Panel King to Siddhi's camp. Jubilation began in the camp. Shivaji escaped from the fort by the difficult route. He was accompanied by Baji Prabhu Deshpande and some selective soldiers. Bandal Deshmukh army accompanied them. After some time, the plot of Shiv Kashi was exposed. The furious Siddhi killed him then and there. Shiv Kashi sacrificed his own life in the cause of Shivaji and Swaraj. Thus, he became immortal. Siddhi learned that Shivaji had given him a sleep. He was lived with rage. Immediately he dispatched his Sardar Siddhi Masood accompanied by a big enemy in the hot pursuit of Shivaji. The pursuing horseman caught up with a Shivaji at Pandarpani stream. Shivaji was now in really trouble. The great difficulty he had and his man to cross Godkhind. In which route Shivaji escaped? Shivaji escaped in difficult route. Why did Shiv Kashi become immortal? Shiv Kashi sacrificed his own life in the cause of Shivaji and Swaraj. Thus, he became Baji Prabhu the Brave. The angry troop of Siddhi were fast galloping towards the Godkin. Shivaji saw that it was impossible to reach Vishalgarh before the enemy. He said to Baji Prabhu, Baji, this is very critical situation. The road ahead is steep and the enemy is right on the hill. It is now impossible to reach Vishalgarh. Let us turn back and face the enemy. Baji Prabhu understood the great agitation going on Shivaji's mind. The enemy was fast approaching the pass. The life of Shivaji and therefore Swaraj was in danger. He said, Maharaj, you must proceed to Vishalgarh. Take a handful of soldiers with you. I shall defeat this pass and will not let enemy cross it. I shall lie down my life in the defeat of this pass, if need be. If I die, there will be many other Bajis to take my place. But no one can replace you. Our Swaraj needs you. Please do not wait. Go ahead. We shall stop the enemies at the entrance of the pass. We shall not let him advance till we know that you have reached Vishalgarh safely. Baji Prabhu's brave words and his sense of loyalty brought tears to Shivaji's eyes. He was most unwilling to sacrifice his gem of man for his personal safety. He had no time to think of these things. He wanted to achieve his ideal of Swaraj. We shall go now to Vishalgarh. As soon as we reach Vishalgarh, the gun fire will be boom. That will be the signal of our safety arrival. As soon as you hear the gunfire, follow us to the fort. What did Baji Prabhu say to Shivaji while enemy were approaching? Baji Prabhu said to Shivaji while enemies were approaching, there will be many other Bajis to take my place, but no one can replace you as Swaraj needs you. What brought tears to Shivaji's eyes? The Baji Prabhu's brave words and his sense of loyalty brought tears to Shivaji's eyes. Baji's defense of Godken Pass. Shivaji left for Vishalgarh, leaving Baji Prabhu to defend the pass. Baji made a low blow to the residing figures of Shivaji and then prepared himself for the battle. He took a sword in his hand and stood at the entrance of the pass. He divided his company of soldiers into small groups and posted them at a suitable point. The Mawla took their position and collected the used stone to be used as a weapon. This time the enemy had reached the mouth of the pass, and one could hear their war crying. Baji addressed his troop and said, "My brave soldiers, be prepared. You may die fighting, this, but don't lose your hope. Do not allow the enemy to conquer the pass, no matter what price has to be paid." So Baji and his Mawla stood at the mouth of the pass, firm, fearless, waiting for the enemy. The pass was difficult to cross, there being only a narrow and a zigzag passage across it. At the other end, Shivaji was speeding towards Vishalgarh. The fort was still some distance away and it was taking at least 2 hours to reach it. If Baji Prabhu could hold out for those 2 hours, Shivaji could be reached safely. What did Baji Prabhu address his troop by saying? Baji Prabhu addressed his troop by saying, "My brave soldier, be prepared. You may die fighting, but don't lose your post. Do not allow the enemy to conquer the pass, no matter what price has to be paid." What hours Shivaji could reach Vishalgarh? Shivaji could reach Vishalgarh less of 2 hours. The Battle of Godken. The enemy was at the mouth of the passing where furious battle was in process. The Mawla who were depths at the use of sling harassed the enemy with showering of stones from the hilltop and killed many of them. The first batch of the attacking troop withdrew in the confusion. Another batch took their place. Baji Prabhu urged his troop into the attack. The Maratha war cry, "Har Har Mahadev," echoed through the hills, and the brave Mawla cut down the enemy troop in furious. The din of battle they heard their captain shouting encouragement to them. "Brave my lads, go ahead, attack and destroy the enemy." The second batch of enemy troops was also defeated. Shivaji was by now almost at a foot of Vishalgarh. Shivaji was also beset by the enemies. Shivaji fought through the rank of the besieging troops and was on the last slab of his ride to safety. What did Maratha war cried? Har Har Mahadev was their cry. Who was shouting, encouraging them, and how? The captain shouting, encouraging the Maula, bravo, my lads, go ahead and attack, destroy the enemy. Baji the Brave. In the meantime, the battle at the pass continues. The defeat of his first two attacks, Siddhi Masood organized and dispatched a third batch of troops against Baji Prabhu and his brave men. They surrounded Baji Prabhu, who fought with a great courage, wounded and attacked from all sides, with his body covered with blood. Baji could not withdraw from the pass by continue the fight. He urged his Maulas to attack the enemy. He is disheartened by the fearful attack. The enemies again withdrew. Baji was fatally wounded. He was hanging on to the life just to hear the sound of the gunfire from Vishalgarh. How did Baji fought? Baji fought with a great courage. Why was Baji's life hanging? Baji's life was hanging just to hear the sound of the gunfire from Vishalgarh. Godken becomes Pavankinda, and the sound of gunfire was heard from Vishalgarh. Maharaj has reached Vishalgarh. I have done my duty. Now I can die in peace. So saying, Baji's breathed his last on the historical battlefield. When Shivaji heard this news on Vishalgarh, he was greatly grieved. Baji Prabhu Deshpande laid down his life on the battlefield in the cause of Swaraj. The bundle gave a great battle. It was because of the brave patriotics like Baji Prabhu that the Swaraj was won. Their blood made the Godkhen a holy place in the Swaraj. Godkhen became the immortal in the history as Pavankhenda. We pay our repeated homage to the brave Baji Prabhu and his brave man who laid down his life on the battlefield in the cause of Swaraj. Baji Prabhu Deshpande laid down his life on the battlefield in the cause of Swaraj, which fort became immortal in history. Godkhind became immortal in history as Pavankhenda. I hope you have understood the lesson Baji Prabhu and the memorable battle of Godkhen. Thank you.